Yeah, Kelpie, like many of my Ardbegday creations, started out the concept nearly 15 years ago, just as an idea. And I'm a fan of wine. Whiskey is my life, and wine is my hobby. So I have a wine cellar at home. I read a lot about wine, I visit vineyards, and I'm interested in the production techniques. And I was starting to read that a number of wine producers were starting to use oak from Bulgaria, from Yugoslavia, and from Russia. And I was intrigued, and they were claiming that the style of wine was kind of similar to the wine they would get from using French oak, but it was much, much cheaper. And I was intrigued to think, it can't be the same. You know, the oak from somewhere like beside the Black Sea in Russia, it's so far away from France. And okay, technically it's the same species of oak, but I thought the flavour profile must be different. And I tried one or two wines, couldn't really tell. So I thought the only way to satisfy my curiosity will be to carry out an experiment. So I managed to track down, I'm now going back about 13, 12 years ago, a cooperage in Russia. One of them, the wine industry put me in touch with a cooperage called Fanagoria.
Okay.
And I approached them and said I'm interested in maybe 1 or 2 barrels, and they said, sorry, no, not doing that. If you want a larger quantity, then we can talk. So I thought, okay, and I just thought, right, I looked at the type of volume I might get after 10 years. Because although these Ardbegday releases don't have an age statement on them, they're nearly always round about 10, 11 or 12 years when they're bottled. So I projected forward and thought, if this experiment works, what quantity will I need? So I bought almost 300 barrels, and for some reason they sent me like 2/3 of the barrels were classic 225 litre barrique size, and the remaining third were bigger barrels, like for cognac, 350. And I said, why? And they said, I don't know, just thought you might be interested. So I am. I have to say that between the 2 barrel types, I really haven't picked up much difference in the whiskey. Even although the smaller ones obviously have more surface area of wood. But I wanted the barrels made to their very top specification. So I wanted tight grained oak, and I wanted a medium to heavy toast level. And I filled it with Ardbeg spirit, and that was almost 11 years ago. And eventually the resulting whiskey was just too much. It's too heavy, full on. So I've taken about 40 to 45% of the Kelpie recipe is the whiskey purely from Russian oak, and the remaining is essentially classic Ardbeg 10-year-old, and I've married the two together, and that's what Kelpie's all about.
Wow, great.
So,
great story, great storytelling.
It's also a true story.
Maybe.
This is not marketing here, this is the truth. So, I personally am happy in that it's very different from any of our other Ardbegs. Is it my favourite? No, probably not, but it's suitably different. And of course the good news was 3 weeks ago it gained World Whisky of the Year with the International Whisky Competition. So that's the story of Kelpie.
Great. Talking about the community, you've got in Ardbeg a very strong community, an online community and an offline community. Which is better?
I think anybody who wants to be part of the Ardbeg community are equal. So I don't differentiate between the two. Now obviously the online community are easy to communicate with very quickly. But as far as I'm concerned, anyone who has a love of Ardbeg is part of the family. So I don't differentiate.
You're an onliner?
I'm a bit old-fashioned. I still use a pen, a quill and ink, yeah. So I'm not very much on social media. I don't have time, frankly. If I went on to social media, I would just get bombarded. Can I give you my card?
Business card, of course.
So you can remember who you spoke to.
Okay.
So it's a Glenmorangie company, but I make the whiskey for Glenmorangie and Ardbeg.
I thank you very much.
What was your name?
Matthias.
Matthias, right, okay. Nice to meet you.
Right,
Right, okay.
Thanks.
Right. Thank you very much. Right.
Okay, perfect.
Your